Life a User's Manual. Am I ready to go?
You are ready there? Go. Yes.
It's a book. It's a very useful book. It's the book I'd take on a desert island because it tells you everything you need to know about life. It is a user's manual. Written by a Frenchman, Polish Jew, moved to France, called Georges Perec. There I am reading it on the desert island. Like I said, lots of stories, lots of puzzles, all the best bits of all the best books ever written, according to Perec. Now, Perec was a member of a literary group called the Oulipo in Paris, founded in 1960. Bear with me. Mathematicians, writers, computer programmers. Computers looked a bit like pianos. They were big things in those days, but they were exciting. And what the Oulipo did was explore what happened when you applied mathematical rules and algorithms to text. Nothing that unusual about it. Think about a haiku. It's got a very specific formula, 3 lines, 17 syllables. Here's a book written by Quinault. Think of these children's pictures books where you flip the head, middle and legs and you get different pictures. Now do it with a sonnet of 14 lines, 10 of them with the same rhyme patterns. Open the book at random and you can get 100 billion sonnets. You can get a poem that the author's never read. He didn't write, it's never been read before. Or Perec himself wrote a book without using the letter E, a famous book. What's it going to do to your vocabulary if you can't say mare or pear? What if you lost your parents in the war? Oh, I'm falling behind. The book, it's set in a big building in Paris. Think of it as a grid. Look in the front. It's got 10 stories and it's got 10 cells going across. Now think about how you're going to move the story through those rooms. How about if we do it like a knight moving on a chessboard? This strange sort of step, 2 in one direction, 1 in the other. Can you visit every square on the chessboard, every room in the building, exactly once, using only legal knight's moves? Perec sat at his chessboard, worked it out. Now he had a really good structure for the novel, which was set, remember, at number 11 Rue Simon-Crubelier in Paris. So it's going to walk through the rooms of this building. Chapter 1 is set on square 6-6 in the middle, on the stairway. Chapter 2 moves across to square 8-7, Madame de Beaumont's flat. What's Madame de Beaumont up to? And so on. It's going to visit the whole building. That wasn't enough of a constraint for Perec to work out his story. What's he going to put in the rooms? What's going to happen? He used something called an Euler square, which I don't have time to explain, but think of it as a lovely way of arranging 2 lists of symbols. In this case we've got letters, but it could be things like colours or things that you wear. Now, Euler thought you couldn't have one that was 10 by 10. You couldn't have one big enough to fit this Parisian building. But a big computer was set to work on it, and it proved him wrong. There was one of 10 by 10. So Perec used this, and he had not just 2 lists, but 42 lists of things. So we've got the furniture in the flats, we've got the clothes people are wearing, we've got quotations from Perec's favourite book, and we've got all these things that are going to get mixed together and they're going to furnish the rooms. And this is like a story engine. You've got the knight moving around the chessboard, you've got the Euler square permuting lists of things. The book's just about written, right? Well, not quite, because you still have to make a story, you still have something for the reader. So Perec treated it like a puzzle. How can I fit these things together and fit some stories that move the reader along? He was a storyteller of genius, and believe you me, this story will have you racing to the end. But don't worry, you're on a desert island, you've got time to go back and read it again. Clinomen. These are what something the Greek philosophers knew about. The tiny particles in the universe, they don't move in straight lines, they suddenly sort of jump a bit. And the Oulipo knew about this. You have to put something wrong in your story to make it real. What we computer programmers, I'm a computer programmer, we call it a bug. But these are the things that give your stories character, they give the world substance. And Perec was very careful to put one of these in. He didn't obey his own rules. He broke it deliberately. So the knight, rather than moving into the black square at the bottom, moves an illegal move. It skips this thing. Fascinating. What's in that room? We'll never know. He put in this bug. Are you required to know about the rules to read this story? Absolutely not. But Perec put in what, again, computer programmers would call an Easter egg, a little hint, a maker's mark. So if you remember, chapter 1 was on square 6-6, on the stairs. The estate agent is walking up, she has a key ring. And on that is a pair of dice showing the number 6-6. There's a little link back But Perrick would have known about it, and he also told his mates in Hewlipoo it was too good to hide. So it's not a secret, you don't need to know it. There's me. Thank you for listening. 5 minutes.